Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Yep.
National championship, the Texas Longhorns. Taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirkland Street. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Texas. He's going to bring this out. He goes deep in the end zone. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. Throw the football. Makes the grab. It's the offense able to follow.
Fucking his mouth. Boom. Get that.
Catch up right there. I don't know if that's just the jitters of playing in a playoff game or what, but that ball's on the ground in the first play. They're fortunate to get it back.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's complete. And out of bounds after a decent game.
Love to see the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator
defensive look, make some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a short completion of a big tight end. They'll lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Buckeyes with first and 10. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Good as he releases it. And the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Went up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Close to the tight end. Back down the middle. It's Allen. He makes the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. And right, a great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The junior able to bring it down quickly.
Well, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. There's a screen pass to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Now, that one didn't go anywhere. They're lucky he even made it back to the line of scrimmage. That one looked bad from the start.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pop over the middle. It's Cook. Able to convert on third down. Gives him a fresh set of downs for a 22.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He lets it rip. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver, but they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
Second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Howard.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial moment here early in the semifinal. Can he draw first blood facing third down in the red zone? Looking to pick up the first down with the air.
That's me.
Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come on to the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. He'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. Second down and 11. We're going to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a solid game. Restoring the ball to 31.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, you're going to throw for the first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Now runs picked off.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at the number 13. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. After the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the track route and gets some positive yards.
Completion makes it second and short. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's out. He's tackled quickly, and the yardage is good enough for the first down. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. And the first quarter opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Out of the pocket.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Here, second and long from 19. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pitch made on the left side. We're able to get him down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Now the offense faces third and long and 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Close to the tight end. Down the middle. It's Allen. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. It's his fifth catch in this first half.
The Buckeyes pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down. A nice play. Moves the football to 31 and a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it again. Pump over the middle. It's Allen. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down after that completion. Thrown quickly to stop in the right flat. Has a pass to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They couldn't stop him there. So the offense looking building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they try their middle, but stuck. Okay.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's second and 9 from 26. Second down, we're going to throw it. Let's it fly to the wide out. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain in the first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
I thought the defender was in really good position here. Just kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
Longhorns will line up now. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the treated counter-punch delivered. We'll see if this score can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll pick up the first down. Stop at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Takes the handoff again. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Setting the tone earlier with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's out. Down, but it's past the line of the game.
Another great play by this receiver. I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Graham down. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice He escapes the pocket. The baseball is incomplete, trying to extend the play, but he'll be open.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Using his legs here. They'll avoid the big hit to the side. Buckeyes toss it to the line. Run the hurry up. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down at the 18. Malcolm set up in the red zone for the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we had a long drive how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So here comes second down. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just so hungry. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Almost out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Ritter's going to wrap up the first half here. He's kicking out Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. And the Texas offense gets back out on the field. And we need to get things going here in the third quarter. Only trailing by a couple possessions. Running with purpose. Tough running to avoid a loss. And just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Now it's second down. They'll feed it back again. It'll be Smoger right at the line for no gain.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Inside deals now from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. What a man down the middle. They make the stop. Not before a solid game that time.
Because what a play here by this receiver for a big game for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see, and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
We'll hand it off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off.
Yeah,
Assault
running.
able to bring him down quickly. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the hit just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. We're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. Allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
We're going to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down.
Oh. Sack.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Defense are going to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Nobody hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Hurry.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff. Working with the lead, it comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Better run to get in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the ball is incomplete. The defensive pressure couldn't to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. You played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Check out the game summary here so far. And now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So, down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a total of 9 downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Brought down, the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. And we'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot from 21 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went forward and fourth down in their end and got stopped. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 41. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. Bought some time, now lets it go.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Quarterback drops back. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. There's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kicking team makes the recovery, but a little over-eager. May have touched it before it went 10 yards. Penalty flag is down. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. It could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the 4th quarter.
On the ready. 29
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's role.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I don't know. You got to control this game, and you go for it. A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
They don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. And this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd and short to hand the ball off. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
Well, that stop is going to bring up 4th down. And looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a 2-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you've got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. A moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Great job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. The short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the hit sets up his offense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. Second down and 11. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The game makes a second and medium. Now we're running forward. Slams right into the wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to put pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
First down, looking for more. They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear it down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.